It was her turn, the Czech Republic's turn, Martina Barta's turn, and she threw a few curveballs. Should we talk about it?
Let's do this!
You guys, this is not the staging I expected. No. This opens with what appears to be an alien wrapped in tinfoil sitting on the stage in a ball, and then she stands up, rips out her ponytail, and it's the beautiful Martina Barta. I think it really works with this classic jazz sound. She's giving us something very futuristic, and yet the song is classic, and that contrast makes it much more interesting. This is the first act that looked entirely golden. It's like golden and purple, but the golden hues here are different. It's like a different note, and we've not seen this color combo yet in this series of Eurovision acts. Yeah, this really elevated, because it could have been boring, forgettable, and sleepy, but it's not. It's interesting visually, and I think it enhances it musically. I still don't know if this will go through. It's not an obvious qualifier, but she has done a good job dusting it off and making it more contemporary.
Exactly, because this was a song that has really grown on me, that when I first played it, I skipped it, and then I was like, oh, I want to play it again. But like, it's taken a while for me to appreciate it, and now I really like it. But it's such a warm, comforting song, and the staging captures that emotion, because it's a really warm golden, because some of these gold colours are very cold. But this is warm and warm purples, and it's almost regal. And it's different and a bit kind of out there and wacky at times, because she's standing at one point in front of a purple wall which is just full of eyelids. I think it might have been more effective if she just had two eyes, but it grabs your attention. And she has the naked people, and I was worried that from the clips that leaked on last week on Twitter that it was just going to be completely the naked people for the whole time, but they're just there, they're briefly, and it's just like a nice little nod to her music video. And she even has the moment where, like Gabrielle last year for the Czech Republic too, where she's walking and then she just puts her hands there and whips out her hair. And it's a very simple song, but Martina has the stagemanship to own the stage and work it, unlike, say, Blanche. And she's just there, and I think she's definitely, I was worried that she could be a last place song, because the nice songs are the ones that finish last, but I think today's performance is guaranteed that she won't be.
I'm so pleasantly surprised by this. I almost can't put it into words. And when I very first watched it, I thought it was a bit dull again, but then I properly committed and watched it the second time. And actually, it's very charming. She looks so good, actually. I did think, to begin with, that the gold looked a little like she'd wrapped herself in the emergency jackets from Bosnia last year, like she just fashioned it again. But actually, you know, she has the golden road almost that she walks along, that shoots out from her path. She's got lights behind her. It actually, the eyes is my one thing that made me think this almost goes into gimmickry, but otherwise she stands there, she looks confident, she believes in her song, she sells it really well. And actually, unlike with some of the acts where they're by themselves on the stage and it hasn't really, they've looked so empty and alone, actually the song and the entire staging works. It makes her look like she's confident, she's fine being by herself, and she's got all these people in the background. It just looks expensive, and everything we've seen so far from the music video, where it's a bit shabby almost in a way, it's just such a nice surprise, and Czech Republic have done themselves very proud.
I'm sure there will be some jokes about a rotisserie chicken at some point, but this is not the rotisserie chicken you get at the grocery store. This is like the high-end caterer basking in some delicious juices. I think, as you say, they can be very proud of this for elevating. Final point, we've kind of touched on this, is it going to qualify or not?
Oh, I still think that there's just too many better songs for this to qualify. It's just a bit too understated. Sometimes understated works, but I think those votes will still probably go towards Portugal before they will go to Czech Republic. But actually, would I now be sad to see this in the final? No.
Personally, I would put her in the final, but I'm worried whether she'll stand out enough. So I think if she doesn't qualify, she'll be a high non-qualifier, but if she does qualify, she will be maybe come in 9th or 10th. I think if she makes it to the final, it would be like Anna Rossonelli for Switzerland a few years ago.
Or Czech Republic last year.
I think the juries are going to really like this, actually. It's such a different note, and she's a very good singer representing a genre that's underrepresented.
I do wonder whether, though, it's because we had such kind of low expectations of it that we are thinking it's slightly better. It's definitely a grower, and it's not the best of the day, but...
I preferred this to Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
And in any case...
Shockingly, didn't expect that.
That's what we think. What do you think? Are you excited by the futuristic edge that Martina is giving her song? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And subscribe.
And like and share this video.
It's your turn. We'll see you later.
Bye.